Namaste, beloveds. This is Mother with Wisdom, and I'm just going to do this reading as it's coming forth. I pulled several cards, um, 5 cards from the Abraham Hicks deck, and I'm just going to go into it. The first card is card number 33. And it says, I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. If I were contemplating an action that caused negative emotion, we would not proceed with the action until we had resolved the negative emotion. We would make sure that we had come into alignment with Source before proceeding. By feeling for the improved thought, in time and usually in a short time, you will feel the harmony of your source, and you will know the appropriateness of your behavior. We would not look for the long lists of rights and wrong, but instead, we would feel for the emotion of alignment with Source. And beloveds, what I'm getting out of this is always seek your alignment, and no matter what direction circumstances or the wind or people or family or situations may seem to take you in, if you are aligned, you are aligned. And it doesn't matter if it looks or appears right or wrong, because you are aligned. And when you are aligned, that means you're one. And so that means you're acting and responding from a place that is perfect. It has no beginning and it has no end. It has nothing greater and it has nothing less than. So align yourself with this and just begin. And understand that your path may take you up, it may take you down, it may take you round and round. You may have to backtrack. You may skip 4 steps ahead. You may encounter many things, but stay aligned and check in before you deal with or before you act upon what you see. Okay, that is that card. The next card is number 29. Our diversity supports our individual freedom. Wow, I love this. Look at those hands. Look at the number on each side. Notice that the 4 are in the back and the 2 are in the front. But notice where the eyes are going. And notice the different layers. Notice the different colors. Notice the different contrasts is what I'm getting. Our diversity supports our individual freedom. This is number 29, which makes it I'm sorry, beloveds. An 11. I'm so sorry, which also makes it a 2. Okay, so this is a doorway. This is a gateway. This is a window card. And our diversity supports our individual freedoms. So understand that what makes you you, your many layers, is what makes you you. While your society continue to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls off of its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independence of thought. So understand that our diversity gives us a currency that nothing in this world can overcome or duplicate or become more than, simply because we are such diverse beings. And this card is saying, embrace that diversity. The next card, 41, making peace with my today will improve my future. This is a very nice card as well. Making peace with my today will improve my future. It may sound odd, but the fastest way to get to a new and improved situation is to make peace with your current situation by making lists of the most positive aspects you can find about your current situation. You then release your resistance to the improvements that are waiting for you. But if you rail against the injustices of your current situation, you hold yourself in vibrational alignment with what you do not want, and you cannot then move in the direction of improvement. It defies law. So, beloveds, this is very crucial right now to where we are. Many of us are railing against the situations and the injustices that we see in politics and the changes that are taking place in the world. It's not happening fast enough. It's not happening to this group, or it's not happening to that group. And what this particular card is saying is that when you rail against all of this, when you are aligning yourself in a negative. You're projecting a negative, so you're aligning yourself with already what's out there that's negative. And so all you're going to get is the negative. And so this card is saying, by making lists of the most positive aspects you find about your current situation, you then release your resistance to it. You don't resent how long it's taking. You don't resent who it's affecting in this moment. You don't look at what is the negative things that are happening. You know that there are going to be positive changes out of all of what is happening. And that is what you're aligning yourself with. And that is what your vision is focused upon. Not the drama, not the name callings, not the baiting, not the negative energy of any of it. You can observe it, but you don't align yourself with it. You don't get in the thick and the heat of it. You just witness it and know that, okay, that has to take place, and now that that's over with, change can happen. Align yourself with that thought. That now that this is in everybody's face, it cannot be taken back, and change will come from it. Positive change will come from it. And that is something you have to ground yourself in. And it's something you have to learn to do, because we've been taught to focus and ground ourselves and align ourselves with the negative. If something triggers us, it triggers us negatively. We've got to get to where it triggers us to automatically align ourselves and step into the positive. And we'll get there. I've seen it. I've experienced it. And so have you. Next card. Number 55. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. This is card number 55, which is a 10, which is also a 1. Nothing ever goes wrong because every piece of contrast, no matter how wrong it seems to be, is always helping you to clarify what it is you do want. And that is the thing that we want you to remember most of all. The contrast, no matter how it looks in any moment, is contributing mightily to your expansion. The things that you call things going wrong in your life experience are actually only the distance between the things that are so right and your current perspective about them. So, once again, beloved, we're being invited to understand and understand the contrast and understand that even though we may think something is going wrong, or that we may make a wrong decision, or we choose the wrong partner, or we'll choose the wrong plan, or we'll choose the wrong color, or the wrong outfit, or the wrong words to say, trust and believe in existence. Trust and believe in existence. That you need this contrast for your expansion, to get on the other side of it, to be able to envision where you want to go, what you want to do, how, where, when, why. Use the contrast. Understand and be grateful for the contrast. Do not judge the contrast to be right or wrong. It is just part of the puzzle. It is a highlighter. Look at it that way. Next card. It's number 49. Our opinions about our children can influence their behavior. Wow. And this is card number 49, which is 13. Why am I saying 13? 49, 13. Okay. Plus 4 equals 4. So this is, I'm getting 3 layers. I'm getting 3 layers, 3 layers, 3 layers, 3 layers for each of these cards with their numbering. And wow. Okay, if you look at this card, there are 3 layers. The shadow part, the mama part, and the part that's holding the baby. Those are 3. And you are the witness of it, so that is 4. The more you see things in your child that you do not want to see, the more of that you will see. And so, the behavior that you elicit from your child is more about you than it is about your child. This is actually true of all of your relationships. But since you think about your child more than you do of most others, your opinion about your child plays a greater role in its behavior. And I'm getting from this, again, the layers. Understand that that child could be something you have created, something you have given birth to, something you have started, something that you are worrying about, something that you have limited vision on because you're so invested right there in it, and you need to take a step back and observe it. And understand that you're putting energy into that situation. And you're either going to attract what you don't want or what you do want. But the more that you look at it and say, oh God, that's wrong, I did that wrong, and I failed to do this, and now this child is doing this, and this is happening, the more that is going to grow, because the more attention you're giving to it, and the more your ego self person is going to want to perfect it and denigrate yourself. And so be careful of those things. So, beloveds, these 5 cards are very much on point. Very much on point. I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. Our diversity supports our individual freedoms. Making peace with my today will improve my future. Everything is always working out for me, and our opinion about our children can influence their behavior. So have a positive opinion about your children and their futures. Have faith in them that they will work things out. Have faith in them that they will see what they need to see, and that they will know who they are in every moment and how to act and react in all situations. That is a blessing that you put forth. Okay, the next one, I pulled this card a while back and it never got put into a video. And so it has been left in the book. And today I was told is the time for it. It is the 7 of Bowls. Actually, the other card that was pulled is also from the Bowl suit in the Medicine Woman tarot deck. So here we go. This is the 7 of Bowls. Okay. And this is what it says. Hold on just a second here. Okay, that was in the wrong page. 7 of Bowls. Okay. There we go. Okay. Swept away. Prayer has brought me ever deeper into relationship with my true love partner. More and more, Great Spirit, we realize that this is you. In each of us, you live and manifest your beauty. Our blessings are great, but we know there is much ahead of us as we strive ever more to know your presence in us. In offering our wholeness to each other, we begin to realize your holiness and become one with it. In all of our dreams, we see that we desire only complete union with you. Every pleasure we perceive is an invitation to come into your greatness of being. Let us not become lost in the manifest form of you, but be ever inspired by it to continue on your path. Lesson: the force overpowers you. You are swept away in an ocean of sensation. Visions totally inspire you. This is a peak experience. You may have to increase your tolerance for bliss. Once again, allow. Let yourself feel the happiness without fear. The wave may subside, but it will rise again. The illusion is that all future problems are solved by the wave of love you feel. No. This wave has come because you were complete with your past. You fully let go and went ahead. You tied up loose ends and let yourself take some action in your own behalf. When you are current, the current is strong. So ride this wave. Enjoy it. Live full of grace, but appreciate and be here now. Keep your eye on the present and continue to give yourself permission to be fully yourself. You did not earn this experience by self-denial. You may deserve it, in your opinion, to balance a previous period of self-denial. But that is not how you got it. You got it by being you. You had nothing to lose at the time, so you let yourself be. Now, continue to live that fully. Be whole. Do not start putting aside parts of yourself for fear that might threaten this wondrous feeling. The feeling is always waiting in the ethers to encompass you when you are courageous enough to be absolutely who you are in the moment. This is an exciting time. Go with it. And that is that Seven of Bowls card, beloveds. And I want you to see the two lovers, but you also see the spirit of the dolphin and you see the spirit of the waves with them. So understand that in whatever endeavor, whatever relationships you take, you are not alone. You are not alone in those relationships. So even if you feel that you are being swept away, what you're feeling is a bliss. And that bliss is coming from you fully participating, fully being present as yourself, being open enough to truly feel something from the depth of your core. And that core is your oneness with existence itself. Okay. The other card that was pulled that I said was also a bowl card is the Two of Bowls, and this one was pulled today, and it is those same lovers that was in the water. Two of Bowls, and again this is from the Medicine Woman deck. Prayer. There is always one who awaits the gift of myself. No human can live without this sharing of her humanness. One kind word can make all the difference in the world. One small gift can change a life. I am open to receiving. I am ready to give. As these aspects of giving and receiving become friends within myself, my true friends appear in my earthly life. I will make the gesture now that will show another I am friend. Together, through our relationship, we shall heal and become strong. Lesson: you must conceive of love with another. You must imagine friendship before you can have it. What do you have to offer another? Can you pay attention to another person? Listening, following their words, feeling their feelings. Can you imagine what it would be like to be that person? Just for a minute, think of someone you know. Mock their body position, facial expressions, common things you hear them say. Never do this in front of them, of course, because you will always be a poor representation of their wholeness. But while you are alone, just act like that person for a few minutes, and you will get instant insight into some of the reasons they are who they are. A relationship is an exercise in balance. You have needs and wishes. Your partner has needs and wishes. Sometimes you must lead, sometimes follow. In the best of situations, you each have strengths that can be utilized by the relationship. Where one has a strong desire to handle some aspect of living the other may have little interest. This is an excellent situation for encouraging one person to take charge and the other person to enhance that one's strength with support and encouragement. Each person must have areas where they are the final authority in the relationship, and each person must be supported in that role in their area of expertise and feel that area to be an important and meaningful one. Authority must not be decided by outdated role models. It is not an I'm up, you're down situation, not top and bottom, not in charge, equal. Authority comes with skill, interest, enthusiasm, and the ability to take responsibility. Think now of the ways you and your partner can enhance each other's strengths. What beautiful cards, beloveds. I want to um, read you a little bit of what the bowls um, cards mean, especially since we had um, two of them. And like I said, the first one was from a reading I did before. And I just am now following up on that. So if you want to see what else that card is attached to the energy, look at the video previous to this one. Bowls. This suit, also known as cups, is best symbolized by some kind of container. It could be a cup, bowl, basket, chalice, or any vessel that serves to remind you to empty yourself each day that you might have room to be refilled. This minor mystery of life, the mystery of emptiness and fulfillment, loneliness and all oneness, surrounds you each day. The lessons teach you to realize that your own body mind is the container of love. Within you are worlds and beings, lands and adventures that guide your everyday life. The bowls ask you to come on a journey of devotion, to recognize that you have been given time, and time is the road on which you lay your life day by day. Through time, you are to love. Lessons come your way, and you are to live each one in the highest love that you can generate, offering every life experience to that embodiment of all love. The Great Spirit within Spirit dwells everywhere, and it is up to you to find it. You have been given the gift of life. You have been given a life of time in which to do so. How you spend your time is how you love. What you spend your time doing is that to which you are devoted. What you are devoted to is your religion. Your religion is your spiritual expression. It does not have to be formal and dogmatic. Life is to be your love, your expression, your devotion. Every moment is an opportunity for sacrament or sacrifice. You make sure you can make life sacred or profane. The bowls ask you to look at what you carry with you. What fills you? What nourishes you? To whom do you offer sustenance? To whom do you offer your cup of love, your basket of life's harvest? The bowl that carries the food of your life to your body is either simple or luxurious. Either way, it is a sign of the life you are living. What does it say about you? Do you take more than you need? More than you offer? Does anyone go hungry because you eat? These are the questions asked by the suit of bowls. You will now discover how you can answer them. And again, beloveds, we were given the 2 of bowls and the 7 of bowls. And 2 and 7 is 9. So, very powerful. Next is messages from your animal spirit guides, and the card that came forth was the elk wapati. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect you deserve. Beautiful card, beautiful card. And this is what it says. Stand tall. Maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect you deserve. Oh, the slings and arrows. When you're in a cycle of your life where you have to struggle to avoid feelings of defeat and despair due to the circumstances pressing on you from all sides, you need to literally lift yourself up to your grandest upright position. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead. Breathe deeply and comfortably. Pull your shoulders back, but not rigid, and plant your feet squarely on the ground, not stiff and static, but relaxed and fluid, letting your movements be easy and graceful, even when you're standing still. Try slowing down and moving at 90% of your usual speed, keeping your attention in the present moment. Practice this for a few minutes a day and watch what happens. You'll make more of an impact on others and your environment when you're in your physical and psychic fullness, and your mood and sensitivities will shift accordingly. Stand tall, relaxed, and fully present. You're much more likely to command respect from others. This will help you profoundly in any situation, but particularly during the times when maintaining your self respect and dignity are the priorities. This isn't pride, but instead a physical expression of strength and power. Make these simple physical adjustments and observe how your thinking and your mood changes to become more congruent with your position, with your posture and demeanor. Associations, stamina, agility, strength, unpredictability, majesty, respectfulness, nobility, confidence, courageousness, power, determination, sensitivity, assertiveness, and vitality. And once again, that was the elk card, beloveds. Okay, and the last card that was pulled is coming from the Isis Oracle deck, and the card that was pulled was Proper Burial for Freedom, Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Okay, and this is what the card says. Proper Burial for Freedom, Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. In order for life to flow and express itself, that which belongs to the world of the dead must be released. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us. Which is better left to die? Though it takes great spiritual courage and trust to allow this to happen, Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. You need to see something through and let it go so that you are free from it. You may or may not be fully aware of what this is, but your energy field is somehow haunted by the past or drained by attachments that are no longer necessary for your growth. This could be anything from a past relationship to dreams or visions that may have encouraged you in past times but are not relevant from where you are going now. It might also be the spirit of a lost child or loved one, someone that has passed on or left your life, or the ghost of expectations unmet from past hopes and dreams. There is so much beauty and fullness waiting for you right now, beloved initiate. There is no need to further hold on to the past. Do not be scared. You are supported so utterly, completely in the deep healing release now, and all involved will benefit from the healing change. It is not abandoning what you have loved to give it full and proper burial. It is in fact honoring and allowing what you are releasing to return to the pure love and light of the source. It is spiritual freedom for you and what you have released, which is the destiny to which all of life will eventually return. It takes great trust, but if you allow Osiris to help you, you will release that in letting go. Rebirth and growth is really possible. You may experience grief, anger, fear, freedom, and a sense of relief, or a combination of these feelings as you move to let go and allow proper burial to take place. Do not be afraid of any of these feelings, for they will pass naturally when allowed to just flow. These feelings will actually fertilize new life and allow you to become more of who you are in truth. Trust that Osiris will love and protect that which is released into his care through the world of death. Death too becomes new life. There is nothing to fear and everything to gain. Ritual burial with Osiris. You will need a quiet room, a small candle, a tea light is fine, and a comfortable seat for this ritual healing. Sit quietly and close your eyes, focusing on your breathing, taking your awareness into your heart, going deeper within your heart with each breath until you become aware of vast open space in all directions around you. Say aloud, I call upon the Lord Osiris, who loves me unconditionally, to cast into your unconditionally loving care that which no longer naturally belongs in the land of the living. Stay in your heart and become aware of a beautiful man with a rich green light all around him, promising new life and growth. He holds a crook and a flail in each arm and wears an ornate crown. His eyes are kind. As you light your candle, say, I now call forth that which is attached to my energy field and does not serve me in unconditional love. I now choose of my own free will to cast into the loving care of Osiris all attachments, all histories, all beliefs, and all beings of any influence that are not aligned with unconditional love. I release you now through all time and space with love and respect. Go in peace. You may not return to me ever. Our contracts are now dissolved, and I set you free. I set myself free. So be it. Let yourself be at peace. If you feel emotion or surprise as different impressions register in your body or mind, just let them flow without attachment. You may feel fear, anger, sadness, or grief arising and leaving your body. You may temporarily feel confusion, nausea, waves of regret, or pain as energies leave. Do not concern yourself. Stay with the process and know that you are supported. Close your eyes and perceive Osiris receiving the light of the candle into his own heart with love and compassion. His heart is vast and can receive so much old energy and pain from you, simply taking it into his heart and letting it burn in the sacred fire of his heart chakra. Stay with the process until you feel it is completed to your satisfaction. Then open your eyes and blow out the candle. Once the candle is dry, you may dispose of it completely as an offering to Osiris and with thanks for for his divine service. Your healing ritual is complete. Incantation to Osiris. This golden prayer can be said as an incantation at any time you feel you need healing, especially clearing of negative attachments, spirits, elements of the past, or just when you feel you need more of your own light in your being. Osiris, master of love and peace, bring my soul the light of relief through unconditional love and a heart that is true. I release that which should be returned to you. I surrender all not of unconditional love to your perfect heart, pure as the dove. I am free from that which no longer lives. New life and healing you now give. To that which is due, burial proper and right, we are all free now to grow with the light. I am free to move on now, thanks to you, with unconditional love and compassion too. And beloved, that is that card, and that is from Elena Fairchild, the Isis Oracle deck. And these were some very lovely cards, and I feel that they come at a time that is most auspicious with what we are going through globally, individually, as families, as collectives, as tribes, and as existence itself. That Osiris card was one of divine wisdom in understanding that we need to let things go and to give them to Osiris represents the underground, or the master of the death grounds. What is dead, you give it to him. Give it to him. And he will burn it in his heart chakra. And it will be renewed and reborn. This is a cycle of it's a continuum that you are participating in, in an aware state of consciousness. And you're also taking responsibility for your personal aura, your personal energy field, whatever is attached to it, whatever you've been carrying, if it's been generational, if it's just something that's been dumped on you, if it's just something that's clinging to you because you carry something similar to it, you carry a similar frequency or vibration. You're being told to let it go. And the other cards that were in association with this reading is also telling us that once we let these things go, we will be able to attract, and we will be able to create and give birth to what we truly want. And the bowls tell us every day, make this offering to Osiris. Empty yourself. Give it to him. And in doing this, you are fulfilling yourself. And you are participating consciously with giving and receiving in a new way, in a spiritual way, in a spiritually aligned way. And you're doing it in a way where no one will be hungry while you eat. All will be fed. Because as the card says, Osiris's heart is that vast. So don't worry about this is so heavy, this is so big, this is so much. Give it to him. Be aware enough of unconditional love to love yourself enough where you can let it go so that you can receive more blessings, more of existence itself, more vastness, more ability to expand. Okay, beloveds, that is going to do it. I am Mother with Wisdom, aka Valerie AMES, and I am grateful to serve you as a vessel. And I thank you for being on this journey with me. And I see us all being able to finally let these things go. Letting this life that the ego, the narcissistic existence that is detached from spirit, that is detached from a collective, this is what we offer Osiris. And what we receive is an emptiness that is ready to hold what our hearts truly desire and what we truly want to attract. And we are not to worry about wrong or right. We are to align ourselves, center ourselves, and ground yourself before every decision, before every exchange of energy, before every reaction. Are you aligned? Check in. Give yourself that moment to fill yourself up with breath and to exhale that breath. That is giving and receiving. Namaste, beloveds. Be better than you were yesterday. Each day gives you a day to be better. And to be better is to expand beyond where you were, is to learn something, is to know something, is to give something, is to receive something. Okay, and that's it. I love you guys.